Ranking is old. Being cited is the new visibility. Say that to any CMO who's been obsessing over their keyword rankings for the last 5 years, and you'll see their face change. Because deep down, they know something has shifted. They just don't quite have the language for it yet. You do, and by the end of this episode, you're going to have the full picture. Welcome to the show. I'm Rohit Shetty, and today we are going deep on one of the most consequential shifts in the history of digital marketing, the rise of AI answer engines, what they mean for brand visibility, and specifically how you build a brand that doesn't just show up in search results but gets cited by artificial intelligence. This is not a topic about hype, this is a topic about data. So we're going to back every single claim today with real numbers, and some of these numbers are going to shock you. Let's get into it. I want to start by painting a picture of what has actually happened to the internet over the last 18 months, because most people are still operating as if it's 2022. In May 2024, Google launched AI overviews globally. You know them, those AI generated answer boxes that appear before any organic result, before any ad, before anything you've spent years trying to rank for. Here's what happened next. The numbers that changed everything. Zero-click searches jumped from 56% to 69% between May 2024 and May 2025. That's over two-thirds of all Google searches ending without a single click to any website. AI overviews are now reducing clicks by 58% according to Ahrefs data from February 2026. Organic CTR in Seer Interactive study plummeted from 1.76% down to just 0.61% for queries where AI overviews appear a 61% collapse. Google search traffic to publishers declined globally by a third in 2025 based on Chartbeat data cited in the Reuters Institute's Journalism Trends report for 2026. Let me repeat that last one. A third gone. In 1 year, Chegg, the education platform, saw a 49% decline in non-subscriber traffic between January 2024 and January 2025. They filed an antitrust lawsuit against Google, claiming that the tech giant used their content to train AI systems that now compete directly with them. That lawsuit is a symptom of a much larger disease spreading across the entire web publishing industry. And it's not just Google. BrightEdge tracked AI overviews expanding from appearing in 26.6% of searches in May 2024 to 44.4% by September 2025. That's nearly half of all Google queries now generating an AI answer before any traditional results. SEMrush analyzed over 10 million keywords and found that in July 2025 alone, AI overviews peaked at appearing in 25% of all queries, up from just 6.5% at the start of that year. But here's the thing, and this is the plot twist. This is not a death sentence for brands. It's an invitation to operate in a completely different paradigm. Because while clicks are dying, citations are being born. A fundamental architectural shift. Let's get precise about terminology, because the language we use shapes the strategy we build. A traditional search engine, Google as we knew it, Bing, Yahoo operates on a retrieval model. You type a query, the engine scores its index, ranks pages by relevance and authority, and presents you with a list of links. The job of the search engine ends at the results page. You do the clicking, you do the reading, you synthesize the answer yourself. An answer engine is fundamentally different. An answer engine, think ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google's AI mode, Microsoft Copilot, or Google Gemini, doesn't just retrieve, it synthesizes. It reads multiple sources, integrates them, and delivers a direct conversational answer. The engine becomes the last stop. The user never leaves the interface. They get their answer, complete with citations, and they move on. The scale of this shift right now. ChatGPT now serves 810 million daily users and processes over 3 billion prompts every single month. Google AI Overviews reaches 2 billion users every month. Google AI Mode already has 100 million active users across the US and India. And it's not just the volume, it's the quality of the users coming through these channels. Adobe's 2025 research found that AI referred visitors show a 27% lower bounce rate. SEMrush found they deliver 4.4 times higher conversion value than general organic traffic. Fewer visitors, yes, but dramatically more intent, more ready to buy, more ready to decide. The big three. Who's doing what? Now let's get specific about the three major AI answer engine ecosystems because they are not the same. And understanding the differences is the entire game. ChatGPT has a heavy bias toward encyclopedic established sources. Wikipedia alone accounts for 7.8% of ChatGPT's total citations in studies analyzing 680 million citations from August 2024 to June 2025. Among its top 10 cited sources, encyclopedic content accounts for nearly 48% of citations. But here's a crucial nuance. ChatGPT only triggers a live web search for about 31% of the prompts it receives. For prompts with local or commercial intent, that jumps to around 53 to 59%. Which means, for most informational queries, ChatGPT is answering from its training data from what it has absorbed about your brand over time. This has major implications for brand strategy. Yext research of 6.8 million citations found that ChatGPT rewards broad distribution and consistency. 48.73% of its citations came from third-party sites like Yelp, TripAdvisor, and MapQuest. It trusts what the internet collectively agrees on. Perplexity, the Reddit engine. Perplexity is architecturally different. Every query triggers real-time web search against a proprietary index of over 200 billion URLs. It cites an average of 21.87 sources per question. Compare that to ChatGPT's 7.92. Perplexity is the most citation-dense platform in existence right now, and its source preferences are distinctive. Reddit emerges as the leading source in Perplexity citations at 6.6% of total citations versus almost zero for Wikipedia. Gartner's research reports and industry-specific publications score highly. Technical communities and community platforms dominate. Yext's analyses put it simply. Perplexity trusts industry experts and customer reviews. Google AI Overviews and AI Mode, the owned domain engine. Google's approach is the most brand-friendly in certain respects. Yext found that 52.15% of Gemini citations came directly from brand-owned websites. Google trusts what your brand says, especially when that information is structured, consistent, and backed by schema markup. But there's a critical wrinkle. Google AI Overviews and AI Mode cite the same URLs only 13.7% of the time, despite reaching similar semantic conclusions. These are two separate optimization surfaces within the same company's ecosystem. And Google AI Overviews maintain the strongest correlation with traditional search rankings. 93.67% of citations linked to at least one top 10 organic result. So if you want Google AI visibility, traditional SEO still matters here more than anywhere else. The master insight across all three? Yext's research summarized it beautifully. Gemini trusts what your brand says. ChatGPT trusts what the internet agrees on. Perplexity trusts industry experts and customer reviews. Winning AI visibility means aligning to all three. The new authority signals. Alright? This is the segment where we go from understanding what's happening to understanding what you can actually do about it. The field has a new name now. You'll hear it called AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, or GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. These are the disciplines that have emerged to replace, or more accurately, to evolve beyond traditional SEO. Let me walk you through the citation signals that research consistently identifies as the most powerful predictors of AI visibility. Signal 1: brand search volume. This is the one that surprises most people. Research synthesized across 680 million plus citations found that brand search volume, not backlinks, is the strongest predictor of AI citations, showing a 0.334 correlation. That means if people are searching for your brand by name, AI systems are more likely to surface your content as an authoritative source. This completely reframes the purpose of brand advertising. Brand campaigns that used to feel difficult to justify in a performance marketing world, they now have a direct line to AI visibility, signal to domain authority, and referring domains. SE Rankings November 2025 research found that sites with over 32 zero referring domains are 3.5 times more likely to be cited by ChatGPT than sites with fewer than 200 referring domains. Traditional backlink building still matters, it just matters for different reasons than it used to. Signal 3 third party presence and reviews. Domains with profiles on platforms like Trustpilot, G2, Capterra, Sitejabber, and Yelp are 3 times more likely to be selected by ChatGPT as a source compared to sites without such presence. This is ChatGPT's internet consensus signal at work. If the review ecosystem agrees you're trustworthy, the AI trusts you. SE Ranking also found that domains with millions of brand mentions on Quora and Reddit have roughly 4 times higher chances of being cited than those with minimal activity. Signal 4 community and forum presence. Reddit's universal appeal across AI platforms is not an accident. It's a signal about what AI systems value real humans, talking about real experiences in a community context. This means that building genuine community presence on Reddit, Quora, LinkedIn, and industry forums is now a citation strategy, not just a community management exercise. Signal 5 content structure and answer formatting. Research from Growth Memo published in February 2026 found that 44.2% of all LLM citations come from the first 30% of text, the introduction. AI engines extract the first 1 to 2 sentences of a section to determine relevance. If your opening is vague context setting, the engine skips you and goes to a competitor who led with the direct answer. The actionable implication is simple. Lead with answers, not with setup. Signal 6 Original research and data. LLMs heavily favor content containing original statistics, proprietary research, or unique datasets. Princeton's Geo Research and Conductor's AEO benchmarks have shown that adding statistics increases AI visibility by 22%. Using original quotations from named experts boosts it by 37%. This is why the brands most cited by AI right now are the ones producing original research, not the ones aggregating other people's research. Signal 7 Entity Recognition. The Google Knowledge Graph contains 500 billion facts about 5 billion entities. Getting your brand, products, and expertise recognized as entities in this graph significantly increases citation potential across multiple AI platforms. This means Wikipedia presence, where appropriate, Wikidata profiles, consistent schema markup, and structured brand information across your digital footprint. Research shows that establishing entity presence across 4 or more third-party platforms increases citation likelihood by 2.8 times. What brand authority actually means now? Let's talk about brand authority because the definition has changed. In traditional search, authority was essentially a proxy for popularity. How many sites linked to you? How long had you been publishing? How much content did you have? The signals were all about volume, history, and external validation. In the world of answer engines, authority means something more nuanced. It means being the recognized expert on a topic not just by Google's algorithm, but by the AI's understanding of the entire web's conversation about your industry. The topical authority imperative. Answer engines strongly favor sources that demonstrate deep, consistent expertise on a topic. A single optimized article will not outperform a site with a complete topic cluster covering the subject from multiple angles. This is the topical authority model, and it's now the primary currency of AI citation. You need to be the brand that When an AI is trying to understand a topic, your content forms the bedrock of that understanding. The PR play that now has ROI. Here's something that's going to make PR professionals very happy. Can PR improve a brand's visibility in ChatGPT? Multiple studies say yes, definitively. Coverage in Forbes, TechCrunch, PC Mag, and mainstream business press generates disproportionate citations in platforms like Microsoft Copilot. Bright Edge research found that ChatGPT brands that appear in responses get cited 3.2 times more often than they are actually linked, meaning even a mention without a link in a major publication trains the AI about your authority. Digital PR earned media from authoritative publications is now a direct citation building strategy, not just a brand awareness play. The ROI calculation has permanently changed. The consistency principle. One insight from Yext research stands out above almost everything else. AI systems reward consistency. If your brand name, address, phone number, description, and key claims appear consistently across your website, your Google business profile, your directory listings, and your third party reviews, the AI builds a high confidence model of who you are. Inconsistency, different descriptions, conflicting facts, outdated information on old profiles creates AI uncertainty. Uncertainty leads to being skipped in favor of a competitor whose information is clean and clear. The platform specific reality. I want to be very direct about something because I see a lot of oversimplified advice in this space. You cannot have a single AI citation strategy. The platforms are too different. Research analyzing 680 million citations found that only 11% of domains are cited by both ChatGPT and Perplexity. Read that again, only 11% overlap. SparkToro published research in January 2026 showing there's less than a 1 in 100 chance that ChatGPT or Google AI, if asked the same question 100 times, will give you the same list of brands in any two responses. The AI answer landscape is not deterministic, it's probabilistic and volatile. The implication? You need to think about AI citation the same way you think about audience segmentation. Different audiences use different AI platforms. Different platforms have different citation architectures. You need a presence in each ecosystem, tuned to what that ecosystem values. One framework that cuts through the complexity comes from Conductor's research team. Optimize for ChatGPT. First is the highest volume platform, and those foundational quality signals will trickle down to other LLMs. Think of ChatGPT the way you once thought of Google in relation to Bing. A practical framework for 2026. Let me pull everything together into an actionable framework. 6 pillars for building a brand that gets cited by AI answer engines. Pillar 1, Answer first content architecture. Every piece of content you publish needs to lead with a direct, clear answer to the question it targets. The first 40 to 60 words of every section need to be citation ready, clean, factual, and quotable. AI engines extract these opening sections first. If they contain the answer, you get cited. If they contain build-up, you get skipped. Use clear headings that match the question format of queries. Use short paragraphs of 2 to 4 sentences. Use numbered or bulleted structures where appropriate. Make your content scannable at machine speed, not just human speed. Pillar 2, Original data and proprietary research. The single highest leverage investment you can make for AI citation right now is original research. Commission studies. Survey your customers. Build benchmarks. Create proprietary datasets. Then publish them with clear attribution to your brand. LLMs cannot resist original data. When an AI needs to cite a statistic that no one else has, it cites the source of that statistic. If that source is you, that citation belongs to you, and every AI that trains on the web after that point learns that you are the authoritative source on that fact. Pillar 3, Third party validation at scale. Build your presence systematically across every relevant review and directory platform. G2, Capterra, Trustpilot, Clutch, Yelp, TripAdvisor, whatever is relevant to your industry. Ensure every profile is complete accurate, and consistent. Cultivate genuine reviews. Respond to them. At the same time, build your community presence. Contribute genuinely to Reddit threads in your industry. Answer questions on Quora with depth and expertise. Engage on LinkedIn with original thinking. Every mention of your brand in these community contexts is a signal to AI systems that you are part of the trusted conversation. Pillar 4 entity and schema architecture. Work with your SEO team to implement comprehensive schema markup across your website, organization schema, product schema, FAQ schema, how-to schema, article schema. These are machine-readable signals that tell AI engines precisely what your content is about and what authority you claim. Establish Wikidata presence for your brand if you haven't already. Ensure your Google business profile is fully optimized and consistently updated. Build consistent NAP name, address, phone information across all digital properties. Pillar 5 digital PR and media coverage. Develop a systematic earned media strategy targeting publications that AI engines trust. For ChatGPT and Copilot, that means Forbes, TechCrunch, PC Mag, mainstream business and technology publications. For Perplexity, industry specific publications and Gartner category research carry particular weight. Don't just pitch for backlinks. Pitch for mentions, for expert quotes, for being cited in roundups. Every time a journalist quotes your founder or your researcher in an authoritative publication, that mention trains AI systems about your expertise, whether or not there's a link. Pillar 6 measurement and monitoring. You cannot optimize what you cannot measure. Tracking AI citations requires new tools and new metrics. Traditional Google Search Console, while helpful, cannot yet filter AI mode traffic separately from traditional organic. You need dedicated AI visibility monitoring. Manually test your top 30 to 50 queries monthly across ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google AI, Overviews, and Gemini. Track citation position research shows that position 1 to 3 in AI responses carries significantly more weight than later mentions. Track share of voice. When your category is discussed, are you being named? The new KPI framework has two layers: leading indicators, citation frequency, AI share of voice, entity recognition, scores. Lagging indicators, AI referral traffic conversion rates, branded search volume, revenue influenced by AI discovery channels. What this really means for brands. I want to zoom out for a moment before we close. What we are witnessing is not just a technology change, it's a fundamental restructuring of how trust works on the internet. For 25 years, the internet operated on a link economy. You earned authority by getting other pages to link to you. Google's PageRank algorithm encoded this logic into the DNA of digital marketing. Build links, earn trust, rank higher. The AI economy operates on a different logic. It's a citation economy. You earn authority by being so consistently, credibly, and comprehensively present in your field that AI systems, which are trained on the sum total of human knowledge on the web, recognize you as a trusted source. Links still matter, rankings still matter, but they are now inputs to a larger system, not the final output. The brands that will dominate the next decade are not necessarily the ones with the most backlinks or the highest domain authority scores. They are the brands that have done the hard work of becoming genuinely authoritative, that have built real communities, published real research, earned real press coverage, collected real reviews, and structured their information with real precision. The shortcuts are closing. The AI doesn't care about keyword stuffing. It doesn't care about thin affiliate content. It doesn't reward content farms. It rewards quite remarkably what good brands have always done: demonstrate expertise, build trust, and serve their audience with genuine value. In a strange way, the rise of AI answer engines is the most meritocratic development in digital marketing in a generation. The game is harder now but it's more honest. Alright, let's bring this home. We covered a lot of ground today. We talked about the collapse of traditional click through rates with AI overviews now reducing clicks by 58% and zero click searches hitting nearly 70% of all queries. We explored the fundamental difference between how search engines retrieve and how answer engines synthesize. We broke down how ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google's AI stack each have completely different citation architectures. We went deep on the 7 citation signals that actually move the needle from brand search volume to entity recognition to original data. And we built out a 6 pillar framework for turning your brand into one that gets cited, not just ranked. The one thing I want you to walk away with is this: the new visibility is not about being found, it's about being trusted. AI systems are constantly asking a question about every piece of content they encounter. Do I trust this enough to stake my answer on it? Your entire digital strategy should be oriented around making that answer a clear and unequivocal yes. If you found this episode valuable, I'd love for you to share it with one marketer or brand strategist in your world who needs to hear this. And if you want to go deeper, I'll drop links in the show notes to the key research we referenced today, the Conductor AEO benchmarks, the EX citation study, the SEER interactive CTR analysis, and the SE ranking citation research. I'll be back next week with more. Until then, go build something worth citing.